Hi YouTube, hi, Al's Tanks. Just thought I'd do a quick video on the breeder tank, which really is breeding a lot of Corydoras for me. You can see there's little ones everywhere. I have some more eggs in here which have just hatched. You need good eyes to see them, but there's about 30, 40 that's hatched in there. I also have the platties, which I have around in here. If you can see that, maybe if I take the bubbler out, you can see there's a lot of platty fry going on in there, and I also have a couple of little corys in here as well, darting about. It's not very good light, I'm afraid, but the video I want to show you today is how much Corydoras love freeze-dried tubifex worms. These are a must for Corydoras. They love them, and I'm just going to show you that now. Just do 1 second while I put this on the glass. Just bear with me because I'm one-handed at the moment. Now I've got a wet hand to try and hold the camera. Just 1 second. Okay. There we go. I'll maybe put 1 cube in, maybe every 2 or 3 days. It's not an everyday thing. I just give them the usual staple granules and flake, but I also put some shrimp pellets in. They love shrimp pellets, but this is by far their most favourite. They usually can demolish a cube like that, and there's maybe, I don't know how many at the moment in here. I've not got round to the actually advertising any to sell at the moment. I usually do sell them maybe 2 or 3 times a year. I'll thin them out, but they'll usually get through this cube in about 5 minutes. Everything's gone in 10, I know that. I just have a little power head there in the corner. It just is enough current because they really like the current, and I always seem to think they grow quicker and have a better muscle look on them. Maybe it's just my eyes, but I always think they grow better once I introduced using the power head. They seem to like the current. It's not massively powerful, it's just turning it round enough for them to swim against the current. And here there is the bronchies, emerald green Corydoras. There's a baby one there scurrying about. I can follow him on the camera. They've bred very well, have the bronchies. These seem to be nearly all bronchies that are on it now. Get really excited when I put this in. Lovely little baby bronchies. There's some peppers, a pair of peppers. There's bronzies, and there's an albino at the back. I must get him a pal. See if I can breed some albino. But you'll notice they're really going at it now. You'll notice, I don't know if you can make it out on the temperature. Probably not. I'm actually only around 23, 74. That's all it is. And usually if I do a 30%, 5% water change, and I put the water in around the 20-21 mark, they'll always spawn. They'll always spawn. The platties as well. They'll spawn. But as you can see, if you've got curries, you've got to give them tubifex worms. And I also think it makes them really, really prime for breeding. I'm sure it does. Occasionally the white cloud minnows grab a little piece flying away, but as you can see, that's virtually all gone. It's nearly all gone in what, 5-6 minutes. And I will, at the moment, because there's quite a heavy stock in here, I will change 30% of this tank every other day, if not every day. Obviously using a good dechlorinator, because wherever you are in the UK, certainly you will have a chlorine content that is certainly not advisable. And that's gone. That is gone. There's a little tiny one there. There's a bit of a runt, that one, I noticed the other day. That's a bronzy baby. There's a little tiny one there. But she's a good mum. She's virtually the whole stock I've sold and bred have come from this one. She'll have 50-60 every time. And I use those, breeder tank, pop her in there. There's a shelf that goes in near the bottom. When I start to see her acting strange, people say, what do you look for? And I usually notice they don't eat. They're reluctant to eat when everything else is eating, and they'll find a corner somewhere, and sometimes the platties will, the mother platty will point the nose slightly up in the air, indicating I think that she's pushing. And if I see that kind of activity, I'll keep a close eye, and usually you will see a couple of babies starting to pop out. And then I just net, turn the lights off, put her in the breeder tank, let her do what she has to do. Maybe 4 hours later, see what there is. Usually there's lots, and I will keep them in that tank. I will keep them in this tank, the babies, for usually about 5 days, maybe a week, and then they're at a size where whatever I have in this holding net won't eat them. They're usually at the size where they don't seem to bother them. You already can really see